100 Signs of a Monitoring Spirit. Welcome to Love Luxe Amore, where we talk about self-development and fulfilling our dreams. Today's topic dives deep into something you might have heard of but may not fully understand. Monitoring spirits. Now, let's be clear, these are not literal spirits in the supernatural sense. Instead, monitoring spirits is a term often used to describe people who intentionally keep tabs on you in ways that are often invasive, manipulative, and unsettling. These individuals or groups are not just interested in knowing what's happening in your life, they want to influence it, often to your detriment. Monitoring spirits usually operate out of envy, insecurity, or a desire for control. They may be motivated by your potential, your success, or even your happiness. What's disturbing is that, instead of supporting you, they see your growth as a threat. It's not always about competition, sometimes, it's about feeling inadequate themselves, leading them to undermine others to feel more powerful. At their core, monitoring spirits harbor a form of evil eye towards you, an envious gaze that carries negative intentions, whether subtle or overt. This kind of energy is insidious, as it is driven by resentment, jealousy, or bitterness, often masking itself behind friendly faces or supportive words. But why do they do this? It's simple, they see something in you that they lack. Whether it's your ambition, relationships, financial stability, personal growth, or confidence, these attributes trigger their insecurities. They're not just keeping an eye on you, they are actively trying to sabotage your progress or steal your peace. This can manifest in many ways, prying into your personal life, spreading rumors, criticizing your choices, or even outright attempting to derail your plans. The dangers of these monitoring spirits go beyond mere annoyance. This behavior can create a toxic environment that not only affects your mental well-being but also hinders your progress. If you aren't vigilant, you might find yourself second-guessing your decisions, holding back from pursuing your dreams, or even losing confidence. In extreme cases, their presence can be so psychologically damaging that it causes stress, anxiety, or feelings of unworthiness. So, how can you protect yourself? Awareness is key. The first step is recognizing these behaviors for what they are: attempts to control, manipulate, or discourage you. It's important to trust your intuition when something feels off and to set firm boundaries, whether physical, emotional, or digital. But, most importantly, don't let them change who you are or stop you from pursuing your goals. Stay firm in your self-belief and don't allow anyone to dim your light. Before we jump into the list, if you're interested in empowering yourself and building stronger boundaries, check out my digital products and services, such as my vision board analysis and custom affirmations at loveluxeamore.com. They're designed to help you reclaim your mental space and rise above the negativity. And remember, if you like this content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Now, let's begin. 100 Signs of a Monitoring Spirit. 1. You feel constantly watched. Not in a literal sense, but it seems like someone always knows what you're up to, even without you sharing the details. 2. Someone always asks for updates on your personal life. This might seem innocent, but if the questions get overly specific or frequent, it could be a red flag. 3. Repeated criticism disguised as concern. When someone's advice always leans negative or is constantly critical, it may not be genuine concern. 4. Your successes are dismissed or minimized. When you achieve something and someone downplays it, that's a potential sign they're not rooting for your growth. 5. They keep bringing up your past failures. Rather than focusing on how far you've come, they seem stuck on your mistakes, as if to remind you of what went wrong. 6. You're often compared to others. They constantly pit you against other people, emphasizing how someone else did it better, faster, or smarter. 7. Frequent unsolicited advice. While advice is often helpful, a monitoring spirit may overwhelm you with their opinions to keep you second-guessing your decisions. 8. You feel drained after conversations. If you feel mentally or emotionally exhausted after talking to someone, that person might be a monitoring spirit. 9. They always want to know your next move. They seem overly interested in your plans, even if they have no real stake in them. 10. Backhanded compliments. Praise that comes with a hidden jab, like, "Wow, I never thought you'd actually make it this far." 11. They show up at inconvenient times. Whether it's in person, via phone, or online, they always seem to pop up just as you're making progress. 12. Gossip or rumors seem to follow you. Somehow, the things you've shared in confidence end up being public knowledge. 13. You feel nervous sharing good news. You hesitate to share your successes with this person because you're not sure how they'll react. 14. Your achievements are met with advice rather than congratulations. Instead of celebrating your wins, they point out what you could have done better. 15. They seem to take credit for your ideas. When you present a plan, they subtly imply that they contributed more than they actually did. 16. They don't support your ambitious goals. When you express big dreams, they remind you of all the reasons it might fail. 17. They hover around during important moments. They always seem present during pivotal times, like job interviews or big decisions. 18. Unsolicited warnings about new people in your life. They often warn you about people you're getting close to, making you second-guess your new relationships. 19. They seem uncomfortable when you set boundaries. If you try to create personal space, they make it difficult or try to guilt-trip you. 20. Your growth makes them anxious. You notice that the more you progress, the more they act uneasy or defensive. 21. Passive-aggressive behavior. They say things like, "I guess you're too busy for me now," when you're focusing on your goals. 22. They keep tabs on your social media. You notice they're one of the first to view your stories or react to your posts, often leaving ambiguous comments. 23. They know things you didn't tell them. They bring up details of your life that you haven't shared with them directly. 24. Your wins are met with silence. They go quiet when you announce good news, only to later reappear with questions about how it's going. 25. They seem to root for your downfall. This is more of a feeling than anything concrete, but it's a consistent sense that they're waiting for you to fail. 26. They constantly compare your journey to theirs. They downplay your achievements by highlighting how much further along they are. 27. They don't celebrate your milestones. While you make progress, they seem uninterested in your achievements. 28. Unexplained jealousy. You feel their envy through their words, actions, or body language, especially when you succeed. 29. They share your personal information without permission. They might accidentally leak your plans or ideas to others. 30. They often question your decisions. While constructive criticism is helpful, they never seem satisfied with your choices, even when they work out well. 31. They appear only when you struggle. When things go wrong, they're suddenly available to help, but they're absent during your successes. 32. They enjoy your failures. They might not be open about it, but you sense a hidden satisfaction when things don't go as planned. 33. They demand explanations. When you make changes or set boundaries, they demand detailed explanations as if they're owed one. 34. They undermine your confidence. Their comments make you feel smaller or less capable, even if unintentionally. 35. They act like they know what's best for you. They speak as if they know your life better than you do. 36. Your progress is met with questions, not encouragement. When you announce a new project, they ask why you pursue it rather than showing excitement. 37. They keep bringing up what-ifs. When you're trying to make a decision, they emphasize every possible negative outcome, making you doubt yourself. 38. They offer help when you don't need it. It seems like they want to be involved in everything you do, even when you're capable of managing things on your own. 39. You notice they're copying you. They may start to imitate your habits, interests, or goals, almost as if they're competing with you rather than supporting you. 40. They make you feel guilty for your success. When you succeed, they somehow make you feel bad about it, as if you're being unfair by progressing. 41. They gossip about others to you. It's a strong indication that they might do the same about you when you're not around. 42. They play the victim. When you set boundaries or focus on your goals, they frame your actions as hurtful or selfish. 43. They have accidents that set you back. Maybe they forget to do something that was important for your progress, creating an obstacle for you. 44. Their advice always has a hidden agenda. You feel like their suggestions aren't always meant to help you but to benefit them in some way. 45. You have a constant sense of unease around them. Your intuition tells you something is off, even if you can't put your finger on it. 46. They try to turn others against you. You hear about things they've said behind your back, making it clear they're working to create doubts about you. 47. They discourage you from trying new things. They often tell you that you're not ready, it's not the right time, or you're aiming too high. 48. You feel manipulated after conversations. When you reflect on your interactions, you often realize they managed to steer you away from your original plan or goals. 49. They're jealous of your relationships. They act possessive when you form meaningful bonds with others, often trying to discredit those new connections. 50. They seem to compete with you. Even in situations that shouldn't be competitive, they always try to outdo you. 51. They're often passive-aggressive about your progress. Comments like "I wish I had time for that" or "it must be nice to have things so easy" hint at hidden resentment. 52. They overreact when you distance yourself. If you start pulling back, they suddenly become more attentive, almost as if they're trying to reel you back in. 53. They're overly concerned with your finances. They ask probing questions about how much you earn, spend, or invest, even when it's none of their business. 54. They don't offer genuine apologies. If they've hurt or misled you, their apologies often come with justifications or blame shifting. 55. They make jokes at your expense. Their jokes always seem to have an element of truth that cuts deeper than mere humor. 56. They ask intrusive questions. They cross boundaries by asking personal questions, often under the guise of just being curious. 57. They try to make you feel dependent on them. They position themselves as the only person you can rely on, subtly undermining your other relationships. 58. They hold grudges against you. Even small conflicts seem to linger for them, and they bring up past disagreements long after you've moved on. 59. They withhold information. If they know something that could help you, they might hold back or reveal it too late, making it harder for you to succeed. 60. You sense they enjoy your struggles. They may not say it outright, but you feel that they're secretly pleased when things go wrong for you. 61. They're quick to point out your flaws. They rarely acknowledge your strengths but seem to always zero in on what's wrong. 62. They're unreliable. When you need them most, they tend to disappear or become too busy. 63. They monitor your relationships closely. They ask detailed questions about your friendships, family dynamics, or romantic relationships, seemingly trying to gauge where they fit in. 64. They have an issue with your personal growth. As you work on improving yourself, they criticize your efforts or imply that you're becoming too good for them. 65. They take credit for your success. When you reach a milestone, they act as if they were a major contributor, even if their involvement was minimal. 66. They don't like when you set boundaries. They become frustrated or angry when you try to enforce personal space or limitations. 67. They try to sabotage your opportunities. You notice that they accidentally forget to pass on important messages or conveniently don't support opportunities that would benefit you. 68. They're secretive about their own plans. While they expect you to share everything, they're unusually quiet about their own aspirations or intentions. 69. They seem to know too much about you. Despite not having told them everything, they seem overly informed about your personal life. 70. They often bring up your weaknesses. They're quick to remind you of what you're not good at, often in a way that makes you feel inadequate. 71. They use your emotions against you. If you've shared vulnerabilities, they use that information to manipulate or guilt trip you later. 72. They make you question your own perceptions. You start to doubt your reality after conversations with them, feeling unsure of what's true. 73. They demand loyalty. They expect you to side with them even when it goes against your own values or beliefs. 74. They always seem to be watching. You notice they're always keeping tabs on you through mutual friends, social media, or other channels. 75. They're quick to spread negative news about you. If something goes wrong in your life, they're the first to let others know, often before you even have a chance to process it. 76. They make you feel like you owe them. They hold past favors over your head, expecting you to repay them with unwavering loyalty. 77. They try to isolate you. They subtly encourage you to distance yourself from others who genuinely support your growth. 78. They're often vague about their intentions. When you ask direct questions, they evade or give ambiguous answers, keeping you in the dark. 79. They manipulate conversations. Conversations with them often leave you feeling misunderstood or misrepresented. 80. They show up unexpectedly. You often coincidentally run into them, almost as if they're keeping track of your schedule. 81. They want to control your time. They expect you to be available whenever they need you, disregarding your own plans or commitments. 82. They're overly curious about your struggles. They seem to enjoy hearing about your setbacks more than your victories. 83. They encourage self-doubt. Their words and actions often leave you feeling unsure of yourself, even if it's subtle. 84. They have a negative view of your potential. They often express doubts about your abilities or future prospects, making you question your worth. 85. They're quick to judge you. They don't allow space for understanding or growth, immediately jumping to negative conclusions about you. 86. They seem to enjoy chaos. They thrive in confusion and drama, often creating issues where there were none. 87. They subtly undermine your confidence. They use phrases like "Are you sure?" or "I don't think that's realistic," always planting seeds of doubt. 88. They lack enthusiasm for your success. Even when you achieve something meaningful, they rarely show excitement. 89. They encourage toxic behavior. They nudge you toward decisions or actions that aren't in your best interest, under the guise of having fun or being spontaneous. 90. They act offended by your growth. If you start improving in areas where they're stagnant, they become resentful or distant. 91. They're quick to belittle your wins. Even small achievements are met with remarks like, "That's not that impressive." 92. They use your words against you. Conversations you thought were private get twisted and used against you later. 93. They're overly invested in your mistakes. They remember your failures better than your successes, often bringing them up repeatedly. 94. They expect you to apologize for their feelings. You find yourself saying sorry even when you haven't done anything wrong, just to keep the peace. 95. They try to make you feel selfish for pursuing your dreams. They imply that your ambition is a sign of selfishness or lack of concern for others. 96. They act like they own you. They expect a level of loyalty or obligation that goes beyond a normal relationship dynamic. 97. They're indifferent to your well-being. When you're down or in need of support, they're unresponsive or act inconvenienced. 98. They want to control your decisions. They have strong opinions about your choices, often trying to sway you in a direction that benefits them. 99. They're never happy for you. Even when you accomplish major goals, they seem to be looking for reasons why it wasn't a big deal. 100. They make you feel less than. Ultimately, you realize that their presence consistently lowers your self-esteem rather than lifting you up. We've covered a lot today: 100 habits of monitoring spirits and the insidious ways they can influence your life. Understanding their behavior is crucial, as it gives you the tools to protect your energy, your peace, and your progress. While these behaviors might be unsettling, remember that they don't define you. What matters is how you respond to them. The key is to recognize these behaviors early, assert your boundaries, and maintain your focus on your goals. It's important to realize that monitoring spirits, driven by their own insecurities and envy, often try to mask their intentions. They might present themselves as concerned friends, overly curious colleagues, or even close family members who claim they want the best for you. However, their real intentions are rooted in the evil eye, an energy that seeks to harm, hinder, or limit you. Their aim is not just to watch but to interfere, especially when they see you thriving. They fear what you can achieve, often because your growth highlights their own lack of progress or ambition. The damage caused by their negativity can be substantial, and that's why it's vital to stay mindful of their influence. Their attempts to sabotage can create mental and emotional blocks, making you hesitant to take risks or pursue new opportunities. That's why self-awareness is your greatest defense. Keep your plans private, be selective about what you share, and don't allow them to feed off your personal energy. But here's the good news: you have the power to overcome this. By staying strong, setting clear boundaries, and maintaining your focus, you can rise above their influence. Use this awareness to shield your dreams, protect your spirit, and nurture your growth. Don't let anyone's negativity hold you back from the greatness you're meant to achieve. Thank you for watching. I hope today's video was insightful and gave you some practical tools to recognize and handle monitoring spirits in your life. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. And remember, if you're looking to boost your confidence, set stronger boundaries, or find peace amidst adversity, be sure to check out my guides and affirmations in the store. They're designed to empower you in the face of negative energy. Keep shining, stay strong, and remember, your progress is your power. See you in the next video.